I am Abdul Tarzi and I speak a lot. I'm better in speaking. Khaburi. Khaburi's got big speaking talk has got my last name. These folks in America also invented with the NATO and they're fighting and their guns. They would say, Abdul, don't talk, don't speak. No doubt, for example, or they say, they talk, don't talk. In school, the teachers invented don't talk. She'd speak a lot. And when I go outside to the restaurant, recently they started talking. Usually they can't talk to me in front of the restaurant. When I went to Target or food, they invented don't talk. Yes, I am going to talk. But in Afghanistan, I'll speak. And I will talk in the United States. You have to change the system, and I'm going to talk for the rest of my life. You have to let me speak. It's good to speak. Khaburi is good, and I do it for fun. I don't just do it to make money. There's some people that just do it for make money. I'm trying to have fun and also to make people safer to speak. So there was another one that in singing. There's a man that says that's very strong. He has a big band. He says, speaking is not good for you. That was their agenda because singing is their agenda. So I had to fight. They actually have noise in my head or throat because they don't want the talking. Yes, we're going to talk so we can get this life back, and we're going to. I'm going to make the singer like that, Madonna. I promise you, Beyonce. I promise you, Metallica. You can only talk. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, I promise you. I want to talk. I'm gonna talk. And teachers, you're gonna allow sing kids to talk. They'll say that guy and Pink Floyd would say, teachers don't teach him those things. You're gonna be like this by force, by force. You're not gonna sing. These are small little people like this, and they're lying. Concert, they're scammer. Speaking, you're gonna speak it for a while, for the rest of 1,000 years. Singing very little. Sing is Satan. Shaitan, sing. Khaburi, that's good for you. That's Hub, that's Aleph Bay. Then I don't know how the singers. Oh, because the end, Shaitan, but this is about Khaburi, this is about talk. And I hope the people are safe and peaceful. We need the help of the whole human species. And you can speak at home. You could talk at the grocery store. All of them are with us. I talked to a grocery store today, and he told me about bread and how important bread is. But because they couldn't speak, so sometimes the poor guy said, I told him, could you eat bread? And the gentleman said, he can't eat bread. He says he has very good diets like fish and all that, and very good food, but he doesn't eat bread. I'm hoping that if they're able to eat bread, because he's a very nice person, that he's allowed to eat bread. One of your meals should have bread in the daytime, like breakfast, lunch, or dinner. One meal should have bread, which is very good for you, because it's AB, and it's part of nutrition, water, and the bread is very important. So I'm just trying to get them to eat better foods. The 3 meals is fantastic, and I want them to speak. If you have like your 3 meals, you'll be able to speak a lot better. You'll be a lot more safer. And oh, one last thing. They want me to ask questions. I'm good at asking questions, but I'm better in talking. And well, Madonna and them, Jennifer Lopez, that's wonderful, but you're going to talk. It's unethical that she made me quiet and she's saying don't speak. We want them to talk, and I bet you they're very good in talking. No musical sound, no musical thing like myself. That's not allowed. Once in a while, the music, if we need it later, but at first, we want to see if Jennifer Lopez or, let's say, Axl Rose, I bet you they can speak. And if they can't speak, that's okay. I'll help them. But we want to be able to speak because you get more housing, better food and drinks, and they're wonderful people. We can go back to singing, but we just need right now the talking world to get better. Because we need to survive. The singers would give us some of the food and drinks and make it easy. But as soon as you talk, somebody would come after us recently, and that's not fair. So we'd like to get people to speak better. We'd like to be friends with each other. You can do your Jennifer Lopez dance all day, but we want to have a chance to speak and to make sure humans safe in the homes. Sometimes they told us recently, oh, you can't speak that much. Yes, you can. To understand food and drinks, we have to be able to use your mind and get the better food, the better drinks, and make it safe, and get the food to be more nutritious, or get your home to be more safer, and get the lights to work. The only way to do it is to speak. You have a quality to speak, and that'll make us more safer to talk. You have a quality to listen and talk. So some people listen, some people talk. That's simple. Make this one a simple one. It's going to be simple, and you have to be able to speak. Yeah, the thinkers are good for language, but the talking and the speaking and to listen and to talk more is the better language. It's a much bigger language. Singer is just a small part. Like, how much would I give singers? I would give them 10% of the whole language. 90% is talking and listening. Everybody needs that. And about 10% singing and some music. Sure, the whole world 10%. I myself feel better if I have a music, like the Walkmans or the radio. I love those. It's just that the speaking you need to stay alive, to stay safe. And some person, it's not their fault. They have an S in their name, like Nasser or Solomon, and they're great in singing. But if you talk Khaburi with them or talk, they come to the United States, and because they don't have a B, they come to America. That's not fair to me. I like Afghanistan, that's Khaburi. Or Gap. Khaburi should, anything that has Khaburi, that language, Pashto and Farsi and English should be all included. We'd like to be able to speak. We'd like to go. Well, this is incredible that we're not allowed in America to talk. Yes, we are. ABCD is my name. Yes, we are. We have to give them a chance and be safe, be happy, and we really would like to give them a better life. Some of them don't have an L for life or love or grande D, and he picks on us. The same person picks on us. There could be Shah. He picks on you because he thinks he's cool, Shitan. If you go to Afghanistan, he's just Shitan. Sure, but it's also Shitan. What if Muhammad once done? What about once done? Because Afghanistan doesn't mean just Afghanistan. You go to Russia and China, and you go to France and Italy. You can go to Saudi Arabia. All those talk and the speech, even the Quran and the Bible and angelic books. All those, when you find it, they're all interested in language, and they like a language first, and they have a little singing. Anyways, we want everybody safe, even because safe, Satan. I don't know what it means in English. Shaitan, safe. I don't care. That we find, but human being should be at their best. They should be healthy, protect human beings, be peaceful and safe. And because we, on the human side, we have, Allah and God and safe and peace, and a little bit extra, whatever the cigarette and a little bit cigarette is Shaitan. So what? A little cigarette might be good for the things outside, I don't smoke. I don't have cigarette, so I have less Satan. But some people are attracted to Satan, like Shah Mahmud and Nasser. They're Satan. Actually, no, they're not. They're just nice. They're good folks. Sulaiman's a good kid. My brother's Saul is like a big guy. But I'm just saying, why can't we give ABCD a chance to keep an eye on them? Like, we already had Amit, we already had Ashraf. If this is true, we already had Joseph. Joseph, that's part of Satan, but the good part is Jay. Anyways, we already have Sulaiman, that's part is very good because he speaks. Why don't we just put some guy like Nasser? Even if it's Satan, he's not that bad. He's gotten very good. There's a human part. There's human being to have a little shaitan. A little small Satan secret, but he also walks well. He talks very well. And it could be an A guy like Ashraf, and also so we should give Nasser and Ashraf all a chance because we're missing a little bit of the why Yusuf. Yusuf used to act like he's so religious. He says, "I'm related to Muhammad. I'm Ahmad Zai. I'm Ahmad Zai." Yusuf was such a good guy. He's dead their whole life, and they're very good cousins. But there are certain things I would never find, like Shaitan. They would take me, Yusuf and Sulaiman were so good, they take me to these places in America that had beautiful girls. And they were dancing all day. They had some of the clothes a little bit less. Yusuf and Sulaiman. because they knew, well, it wasn't dancing like that. They had like dark areas, and there's a little bit like large, big music. I really enjoyed it. I need at least 10% of the music, but there was some people were smoking, and they're watching these beautiful ladies come to life, and it was really happy. Um, and I thought there was really a lot of good in those ladies, but because the man had their own music, had their own style and their own style, but then there was a little shaitan in that place too. Anyways, so if the Yosef was an interesting case because he's very bright, and we can use him for language, and Solomon as well. If we see that this is not the speaking, and this is the first letter is ABCD, the last letter is O or XYZ, we can use them for language and friendship, and man and woman both could do very well using all the entire language. Using the entire language would be a lot better. Like, but there were times, for example, like we seen recently, we've seen a lot of good folks come together with sometimes I think we think in terms of that's just a conspiracy. Sometimes we think of how Vladimir Putin and Macaron, and then there's too many people like Joseph and Kamala Harris. They all start with ABCD. That's a conspiracy, because they should be able to let the young people, the middle age, all of them get in there. Yusuf and Solomon was, for example, they were very bright. They had to work very long shifts, and they had to work a lot in the United States, and they both did very well. One worked in, they both worked in the automobile industry. Well, I would try to get a job, and the Solomon Yusuf had changed the rules. Uncle Najib had changed the rules too. He had sold cars or bought cars, and what they're doing, and from N to Z, like Yusuf, my old cousin, and Solomon, they would change the rules of the law. And Joseph Biden didn't know. Does he know all this? Or Amir Karzai, does he know? Like, this is ABCD. We want to be able to go see cars or see people or dance. And they would, because they were Solomon and Joseph, one is my cousin, one my brother, with this Joseph Biden as their president. Ronald Reagan was their start. They had so much power. Like, I'm trying to do something in the water industry. I try to buy a water business or work with it. Joseph and Solomon, Solomon would get the job, and he tell me, Faisal and Solomon, this is my job. And you go by himself. I couldn't believe by himself he'd make me and Faisal take him there to work in the water industry all by himself. Stop, Faisal, you okay? If Faisal's right there, we would take him to for 1 or 2 hours, Solomon, to work in the water industry. But we wanted to work too. But they had made this so Solomon is only the working. I mean, if he was getting hurt, then the Satan was after him. If he was doing well, then the Allah was with him. And what I'm saying is, he wouldn't give us a chance. There's no chance. With Solomon and Yosef, we have no chance right now. We'd like to go back to work. We like to. Yosef and Solomon was nobody before. But Joseph, you know how he has that nest for Satan. With Joseph, this son of a bitch, I don't like him. You should get him like Donald Trump. That's what Johnny Cash should say, because Joseph is taking our stuff. Johnny Cash, a big singer. Anyway, so the actors like Tom Cruise speak a lot. Jack Nicholson speak a lot. I'm saying that Joseph is like Satan or S. He only likes Joseph in this ABCD world. You gotta take this son of a bitch. It's always alphabetical. Always alphabetical. It's always ABCD. That's why there's Vladimir. I'd like to take this Joseph Biden and take his shit and throw him in the river, throw him in the ocean. This son of a bitch is taking all my water. Solomon, Yosef, and Joseph. They get things like Sam and any bullshit they can find, or Jay. Who are you? This is ABCD world. Who are you, George? You're nobody. I want the government to work for me as well, because it's alphabetical. George is not a big deal. He would give you a chance. But Amir Karzai, Ghani would give us no Ashraf. He's Shaitan, Satan. Ashraf Shaitan and Solomon Shaitan, Yosef Shaitan, Uncle Shah Shaitan. Give you no chance. These kind of people, if they come to power, you're going to work for Satan. I work for ABCD or Allah or God, and D isn't God, and that's why there's a lot of Vladimirs there. There's a whole bunch of Amit. There's a whole bunch of Muhammad and Buddha. These are not even Buddha. They created this because why they created a Buddha in religion or Muhammad? because this kind of Satan and Joseph and Shah and Yusuf wants to take over. Najib and wants to take over. It's a night. Why do you want to take over the world? We got to watch him and get an equal opportunity for all. We want equal opportunity and a good life for all. I want to be able to bring Solomon, get him a home, no job. He's worked since that Malim started with Barack Obama. I thought was being used. Barack Obama is a friend. He didn't do it. Now I know how crazy Joseph is. He's dangerous. Joseph is dangerous. How? He called himself Yosef. Dangerous. With the S letter. Shaitan. Satan. He used to call D people like Donald or Hamid the dangerous. He used to call me on the phone. He said, he's the danger Yosef. Get him to quit his job, make him upside down. N to Z, get N to Z. ATM, let him, Abdul Muhammad do well. Let Kamala and Karzai Hamid do well. Ashraf, I'll give you a chance. But N to Z, because it's still Ashraf. He got an F. But N to Z. That Solomon, when you sit with him, he wants to take over the world. He's a good kid. We just got to keep an eye. We don't hurt him. You just get him in the home. And like N to Z, Najib is in the home, then let him go to work. If Yusuf is in the home, let him go to work. And it's like N to Z needs a chance too. Like XYZ, Zaman, if he's never worked in hamburger. Solomon at least worked with me. Solomon's my brother. And Yusuf actually worked with chimichanga in a restaurant. He would have some chicken and beef and stuff and burrito. And Yusuf would work there, and he was a pretty good kid. He was very nice. So he had a chance. I worked in Wendy's and Wiener Schnitzel. Solomon worked in Subway and the sandwich place. Wendy's is the hamburger place. And Solomon also was very good in other things. Wiener Schnitzel, Subway, and he likes to go to coffee stores. Solomon's still a pretty good kid. But some of them, if I've never seen you in my families, and every family can do this. If you've never been you never sold coffee or food or hamburger or hot dogs, the round meat or the hot dogs, the round meat, both are round. Well, if you never had the hot dogs and hamburger job like Wiener Schnitzel and hamburgers for 1 or 2 years, the family must have seen you, the big family. Then you got to put them in. Please have Mr. Karzai check it, because we're saying that Solomon and I had to work there. We didn't see Yusuf. We didn't see Nasser. We didn't see Najib. Najib worked in the food industry, but he got to try hamburgers or the regular ones or hot dogs. If he likes the burrito, that's fine too. Like Del Taco, Wendy's, Wiener Schnitzel, Subway, Kentucky Fried Chicken, that qualifies. Kentucky Fried Chicken qualifies, that'd be great. Let's say this is actually 20, there's a lot of money. You've heard Gavin say that this is $20 an hour. Gavin, we used A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The G part is still good, like God or government. God means like Allah, Khuda. Khuda is still good. I spell Khuda with Ghoda. Then I've seen the spelling from others. They might spell it Khuda, Khoda. Well, that's okay. Those are all very good. But we just would like to see if we have Khuda and God and Allah to give us a second chance. Give us a chance. A second chance would be great. And it would be nice, be good, be happy, and overall, it's A to Z. So AM is good, N to Z. Really, Najib, if he speaks with you, he's got good intelligence. He's worked in the food industry, and he's a pretty good guy. If he speaks with you, he's older than I am. He thinks he's the father. Sometimes he is. He has like a father, which we like. Nasser is a father. But when we sit with Faisal and Solomon, and when I sit with Yusuf and them, sometimes it's possible. It's very hard, but Najib is so good as speaker and very intelligent. It's hard to see him like one of us, one of the men, one of the boys. But he is a father. He's got 3 children. But we love Najib. He's a very nice guy. We like to sometimes sit with him, like Solomon Faisal, if we didn't know his language. Najib is good in language. We can, because Faisal like father or dad like Hamid or Abdul. We can somehow get Najib to just sit like one of the boys, because he's a very nice guy. I see him sit with us, and he's such a nice guy. He's more on the nice side, so you can also use that like Najib. Anisa, my mom, is also on the nice side. She has several very good qualities, kind and nice, and Naeem is a good nice guys. On the singing, he's bigger in the acting, and then Farhad Darya. I think Farhad Darya and Ayana did very well. You throw Naeem in there together, and young and old working singing together. I think that'd be wonderful. Anyway, so it's 20 minutes. Be good with your speaking, be good with your singing, and I think it's going to be all right. We're going to be fine. All right, that's good enough for today. Speaking and talking and khaburi and gap to talk is and listening is very good for you.